Why are my olive trees not producing much this year, but they were laden last year? Well, it can be a range of factors, from environmental to cultural, but mainly it's because olive trees are biennial fruiters. Certain varieties like Frantoria and Manzanilla I've found this isn't as obvious, but other varieties like Banea and Picao tend to have that big year and small year. But with correct pruning and thinning out in the on year, you can increase your yield in the off year. What are the best plants to learn how to save seed from? Well, in my opinion, there's a few, but one in particular is the bean. It's so easy. All you have to do is wait for a pod to dry on the bush. This one's still a little bit wet, but this one here is perfect. It's dried nice and evenly. And then all you have to do is depot it, get the beans out and store them with name and date, and you'll have beans to plant next season.
Can you grow herbs indoors? Well, as far as I'm concerned, I reckon the taste you get from growing herbs outside in the elements is far superior because the essential oils are better out in the sun. However, you can theoretically grow herbs inside. What they'll tend to do is become a bit soft and sappy. They'll be a bit more prone to pest and disease problems. But if it's the only place you've got to do it, well, certainly give it a go.
Why does my persimmon taste so bad? Especially when the botanical name for persimmon is Diasporus, which literally means fruit of the gods. So either the gods have really bad taste or you've got the wrong type of persimmon for your needs. There are two main types. There's the astringent varieties, things like Dai Maru. You need to wait for the fruit to literally rot on the plant before they're good for eating. But this variety is Fuyu. It's one of the sweeter or non-astringent varieties. This, you just need to wait for it to colour up to that beautiful orange colour, then you can pick it hard and eat it like an apple. How do I know where my cherry tree will produce fruit? Well, you've just got to look at the buds. These singular buds here are leaf buds. They'll just produce a leaf. Whereas these clusters will produce leaves but also fruit. So these are your fruiting buds. Now, it's a good idea on a large tree to actually thin these out. You'll get less fruit, but it'll be a far better quality.
Growing coriander is all about technique and timing. The first thing, technique, you never grow it from a plant or a seedling. They're a member of the carrot family. They hate being moved. The second thing, with your seed, sow it in the mild seasons. They hate the summer weather, so warm, moist soil in autumn or again in early spring and you'll have a perfect crop.
We get a lot of questions about passion fruit vines, and another one's come in, which is how long does it take for a vine to start producing fruit? Well, it depends on whereabouts you are and how quickly your vine has established, but typically it's around 18 months to 2 years until they're really underway. And once they get going, they really get going. But remember, passion fruit vines tend to be short-lived plants, normally 5 to 6 years. So make the most of them when they're going strong.
Your zucchinis are producing flowers and not fruit early in the season because the flowers they're producing are male flowers. They don't start to produce the females till about mid-season. That's when you'll get fruit. But all isn't lost. I pick the male flowers and I mix them through a tomato sauce and put them on pasta for a beautiful spring dish.
A lot of people ask, can I grow an avocado tree from a pip? Well, of course you can. They germinate really readily and it's a fun thing to do. But the question is, do you want to? The trees you get at the nursery, the avocado trees, they're grafted, so they're a known quantity. You know they'll produce a crop. Whereas a seed-grown plant, well, you never know what's going to happen. But it is good fun. They make good house plants, so you might as well have a go.